Let's go.
Thank you, Diana. Welcome to Comics League Dark. I am here with Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, Nick?
I don't know. You're awesome. That's what.
Why, thank you, sir. So today we're gonna do something that we haven't done in the existence of Comics League.
We're gonna be a bunch of dweebs.
Yes, we are. Actually, it's a matter of fact. I might as well just pull this out immediately. Where is it?
Dweeb.
Oh,
Yep.
and JJheat's finally here. All right, so let's do this.
What's up?
So, the surprise topic that we are going to do, we are going to talk about our favorite anime and manga.
It's not possible.
But wait. Before we do that, we need to settle something first. And JJheat, I need your help with this. Can I enlist your assistance, brother?
Sure.
So Jared has never read manga, and
What?
so and people in the audience, we need your help with this too. What manga should we recommend to Jared to give him an introduction? Now JJheat is a resident anime otaku guy, so I'm going to cede this to him for suggestion.
First of all, there are many. There's Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Yu Hakusho.
Second Bleach.
Wait, can I say the animes I have watched?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, list both of them.
YouGiOh, Attack on Titan, Halo Legends, that counts.
Some of the segments.
Mass
anyway.
Effect Paragon Lost, that counts. Let's see. What else have I watched? I know I've watched more than those ones. Oh, the Matrix ones. The Matrix.
You do realize there's a difference between an anime style adaptation and an actual anime.
If it's
series,
made by an anime studio, it's an anime.
All right, you got me. I'll give you that.
But by
And Tevia, to that I give you.
It's not possible.
well, but by that logic, Teenage Mutant Turtles 2003 is anime because it was made by an Asian studio.
No, granted, there is such thing as the American anime fad. Teen Titans 03, Team
Avatar.
03, Atla, perfect example. Atla's one of the best.
Yeah,
ones.
but let's just keep this in the land of the rising sun.
Attack on Titan is awesome. Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's pretty dope.
Except the ending.
I haven't watched the ending yet because I'm waiting for the dubs to go on Hulu, but it's dope as hell.
Also,
So
Akira, that's a classic. Akira's
also, we have to mention Ghost in the Shell.
the IP hasn't done well in recent years.
I saw that. That was a movie with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Get him out. Get him out.
Here's Nick. Here's Nick right now.
What is this?
How can they learn? They can't even finish by the building.
I love that movie so much. I need more Zoolander clips. Demon Slayer is awesome. A certain Magic Index. The dub is finally out. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
One anime that I really got into recently is there's a couple of them, but one of them was JJheat, what's the one that we're gonna do the collab on but ended up not working out? Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yes, Rise of the Shield Hero. Yes,
That's a really good one. It's in kind of like the isekai genre. Another one I really liked recently is My
Does
Uncle is
Pokemon
from...
count?
it's by that logic, YouGiOh
Technically, technically, it
Yu-Gi-Oh counts.
They're both promotional anime.
Wait, does Digimon count?
Technically, yes.
Do I even have to say?
I have seen that. I have seen that.
This is going to be torture. This stream's going to be torture.
Does Transformers Armada count?
No.
No. That's strictly a Hasbro cartoon. That is strictly a Hasbro cartoon.
Okay. I haven't watched One Piece. My top manga anime are I can't pronounce any of these names.
Saint Seiya, Fist of the North Star, both 80s anime, mind you. I believe I want to say Saint Seiya is early 90s, but I could be wrong on that.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
Saint Seiya goes back to 80s, 90s, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I have seen Dragon Ball. Wasn't that a really successful movie? I love this. This is great. This is fun. I like this.
Can we boot Jared from his own stream?
False. Yeah, you can. Let's see. We do not talk about that movie.
Well, see, here's a problem, Jared. I have the power of both God and anime on my side.
That meme
JJheat is cringing right now. JJheat is cringing right now so bad.
Okay. People are saying manga is better than anime. What are your thoughts?
Okay,
All right.
All right. Now that we've already ripped the Band-Aid, okay. There are such thing as manga purists. So they'll follow the source material till they're blue in the face. Now, the anime can add additions. Just because something's anime original or quote-unquote filler doesn't make it bad. It's the quality of the filler that makes it horrendous. Like, if I could name you an example of bad filler, it would be the Infinite Tsukiyomi arc in Naruto, where that was just complete 6 months of filler. Now, we had a lot of character growth in that filler, but filler nonetheless. If I had to name a good example of filler, it would be Gintama. Because Gintama's all over the place anyway. You wouldn't even be able to tell if it was a filler episode half the time. Yes, Naruto does have an awful lot of filler. Oh wait, are we strictly at part 1 or Shippuden? Because part 1 that was supposed to cover a time skip in the manga. Now Bleach's filler was freaking horrendous. But back to Naruto, I would say.
And by the way, Tavia, I have seen the Netflix show of this, and it's really good. I like that.
But Naruto. Oh, Shippuden. Okay. I'd argue part 1 had a more filler, or at least had more filler than Shippuden. Shippuden had a wait. Now that I think about it, yeah, Shippuden did have its fair share of filler. It just wasn't good filler. Okay, I see where you're coming, Accent. I see where you're coming from now. But to make it a long story short, filler could be good or bad. At the end of the day, it's just to stall time between storylines.
I'm getting my anime.
Okay.
Screecher, the animated series. Congratulations,
Nick. Are you ready?
We're going in.
Pretty much.
By the way, do you know that in the canon, Johnson's actually 80 years old?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
People talk about Dragon Ball's filler. Okay, the DBZ filler was some of the best moments in the franchise. I mean, the driver's license episode is iconic for a reason. Yes, not a lot of people know this. The driver's license episode before the Cell games was technically filler.
Wait. There's an episode where he gets his driver's license, and that's the plot of the episode.
You remember where Goku and Piccolo get?
I never watched the show. Remember? So I'm like,
you've never seen Dragon Ball Z.
This is me watching. This is me in this conversation right now.
What is this?
All right, so I got some show and tell.
Oh boy!
All right,
and JJheat, you should probably take this time to go grab anything you want to show.
There's a question I have for you, Nick. Where'd you get all those wonderful toys?
I'm just going to show the stack of. I have a lot more anime movies. I only have a couple like mangas. This is.
Oh geez. Wait. I gotta play this. Hang on.
Weeb.
Like.
Well, actually, in the case, I'll correct Zach this one way. Old dweeb.
Frick off. So this is Ghost in the Shell standalone Ghost.
I know the glare. I could see it. By the way,
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex volume 1. I have all 7 volumes. I just didn't want to grab them. Here's the movie of Ghost in the Shell.
Well, you know what's interesting is that one that I keep seeing that actually looked interesting to me is Appleseed. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's by the same guy who made Ghost in the Shell. Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, then I should check that out. All right. Nice.
Mega Man NT. Now, granted, I'm not the biggest fan of Mega Man. It's just it was a bit before my time, but it's good for what it is. I won't take it from him. Mega Man is a solid franchise, but Star Force is where things started to get bloated. Like, come on. NT's a classic, but come on. You remember Mega Man Star Force, Nick?
All right, nice. And so here's the anime adaptation of Xenosaga, the PS2 game.
Movie Theater asks, why is fantasy and magic more popular than sci-fi? This goes for both manga and Western comics. Probably because it's more grounded. A little more grounded. Hey, what's up? So we have a guest on the show, world-renowned fan of Avengers 200, Nix.
That was just mean.
Yes.
Nick has to be part of this discussion.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, Nick is really dweebing out. Jeez.
Also.
Oh, nice.
And then,
What's up, David?
okay. Anyone who knows anime, when they see this, they're gonna cringe a little bit.
What the heck?
It's not possible.
Nick,
Yo.
Oh,
You know-
jeez. What?
this is the complete
That's the
series.
title? That's the title?
It gets worse, man. It gets
What
worse.
the hell are you putting on my show, Nick?
Nick, you're gonna get us
I'm gonna get to YouTube.
demonetized.
I'm gonna get kicked off the platform. Is what you're.
Oh, okay, it's not pornography. Okay, it's not that. Hey,
You can't lie to
didn't
me.
want to say the word. I figured you wouldn't want me to say the word.
No, but you can't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie when Next is here, Nick.
All right, and we're moving on to.
Thank
this
you.
is a real this one actually Jared might like.
Which is?
This is Escaflowne. It's like a. JJheat, are you familiar with this one?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Escanone. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a mecha anime, but it's more like fantasy based. These
That's
are the
cool.
Blu-rays.
I do enjoy that.
I think those are all my DVDs. I don't really have much manga, so I did show this one.
Mhm.
But this is a more recent pickup, and I have to show this off.
Ah, nice. You see,
Kamen
my
Rider
problem with
Fuga.
manga, because I've looked at it in my LCS. I've almost picked it up. What keeps stopping me is I'm like, do I want to read backwards?
Tevia, I'm just going to acknowledge that it exists because if I actually say it out loud, we might get demonetized.
No,
So-
no, Deviant, no.
Nix, you should be. I'm about to put something on the screen that you are going to demand that I send you right away.
Oh, okay.
Those who know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. JJheat, can you explain this, please?
That's an actual figurine based on the actual folklore.
No,
of
this
Iron
is the
Claw,
Cloud
right?
book from Cardcaptor
the
Sakura.
Mm.
Thor, Thunder, Saturn, Sleep, Secrets of the, and it has all the
Right.
cloud cards in them.
David says comics are better than manga, but anime is better than animated comic shows.
So this
That's
is
debatable. That's a hard fought battle, David.
I found this randomly at a Goodwill one day, and I bought it.
Someone
You really got
donated
some-
that?
Nick, you really got some goodwill, dude.
I wonder how much this costs. I never actually looked up the
Thank you.
price.
Thank you,
It's probably
JJheat.
actually pretty expensive.
Jared should pick up the Dark Horse editions of Akira. They read left, right like American comics. I'll check that out, Dave. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I got roped into bringing my niece water for the night.
Nix,
That's fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nix, do you know what this is?
I do, and I'm jealous.
By the way, this has the cards in it.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, I'm going to open it back up to show her again.
Mm-hmm. Here's Nick's right now.
You do not deserve such a weapon.
I mean, yeah, this is a weapon. These are like
It
power
literally
cards.
is.
But there is way more good anime than good comic
Okay,
TV shows.
all right.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I feel like
That
I need a
is.
break. The reason anime, now this is just my personal experience, anime works as well as it does because the variety is there. There is an audience for everyone, and they are expansive enough to where you can garner just about any appeal, any demographic, for better or for worse, all across the spectrum.
I will say
American-
though, from what I've seen of manga and so far what I've seen of what Nick has shown me, particularly the Yes Teacher one, it seems like it's a medium that Bruce Timm should really look into.
Well,
oh no,
okay,
this
so
is
here's-
this is
here's
classic
the thing
Bruce Timm.
about here's the thing about anime and manga in Japan is in America we think of animation and comics as kid stuff. Yes, there is adult versions of it, but largely people see it as children's entertainment.
Yeah.
Well-
Whereas in Japan, it's viewed for everyone. Like you could have a 60-year-old salaryman on the train read a manga and no one bats an eye. That is considered perfectly normal. And
Well-
just in anime in Japan. Oh, sorry, Nix, you want to speak? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the reason is probably because they understand it better for what it is. Anime and manga is not a genre, it's a medium. They're mediums for different stories. Stories that, for the most part, largely cater to younger boys, yes. But that's only
Shonen.
because shonen is very popular, even, especially here in the States. But there's so many, like, there's stuff for young girls, older men, older women. There's like slice of life. You got romance. You got everything.
I got one more DVD I need to show.
Wait, I got something that Brit showed me. Nice. There is a Super Wonder manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's literally an Avengers anime in Japan where they transform like Power Rangers.
There's also one, by the way, so it's kind of funny. This is one on Disney Plus. It's called like Future Avengers. The funny part about it is that all the Avengers announce their moves before they actually do them. Like Thor's like hammer toss.
Hey Jared, have you seen the X-Men anime?
Yes, I have, and it's amazing.
There's a
That
Blade
opening
anime.
is freaking epic.
There's like Black Widow and Punisher. My favorite is the Blade
That's
one
my
because it
favorite.
looks the most like
Project
Wesley Snipes.
AKO. Britt, which episode was when we did the multiverse one? Because it's one of those. But yeah, my favorite is when Iron Man shows up and he's got like Captain Marvel, War Machine. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sure we're in the right place now. Or like when he goes, oh hey Frank, this makes this even for when I saved you in Pakistan. And Punisher just shoots him. He goes, it's really nice to know you're still bulletproof, Stark. I love that. And manga fights are more a spectacle and rely on systems, while comics rely on what you need in the moment. True.
That's true. That's true.
I wish we got a Spider-Man. Tabby makes a good point. Spider-Man seems like a character that's built for anime.
I mean, we
had
did get a Spider-Man
Spider-Man
live action.
Yeah.
Sudi Palman.
Spider-Man.
I love that.
No, it's Sudi Palman.
With Leopard on?
That is his mecha.
I'm an emissary from hell.
Don't.
I love that. That's my favorite honest trailer.
As far as like genres, I'm really a big sucker for like the mecha animes. Like I love Gundam. Like Gundam Wing is a
Evangelion is a very.
Oh my god, Jared needs to watch Evangelion.
All right,
Oof.
Into the
It gets
cockpit,
heavy.
Shinji.
I am gonna blow your guys' mind. This is the Super Wonder manga. It's called Project AKO.
Oh, I know a bit about this. So it's actually kind of funny. The reason she's named that is because it's an in-joke. Animators for background characters will usually list them off as like A-ko, B-ko, C-ko, because the suffix ko is like feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So
what happens is that it's later revealed that this is Superman and Wonder Woman. You notice the costume here.
oh, the anime is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny.
Yeah, when Brit, because a little behind the scenes of Super Wonder Legacy, what Brit and I normally do is she sends me a bunch of articles and stuff, and then some pictures, and I compile it. When she sent me this, I was like, "Wait, what?"
Jared,
what's up, Rockstar?
check Comics League chat.
Yeah, I see. I'm sharing it right now. That's good. I always thought there should be a P parody. Wow, that's good.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's good. This looks dope.
Yeah,
90s X-Men.
There's different types of like X-Men manga.
Mhm.
There's one with Kitty Pryde that like where like she's just like, oh, you want to be invited to the Hellfire Club? It's like a clique inside Xavier's Institute.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
That's strange. Okay, now I got a question. Can
Perhaps,
someone
but who am I to judge?
Right, Ultimate Universe of DC equals New 52 American Alien. More on that later. All right, JJheat, you're a massive anime guy, right?
Relatively.
Can you explain to me Chainsaw Head?
Chainsaw Man is a relatively newer anime, but the manga goes back a few years. But it's demons, basically.
It always is.
Why does he have? It always is. Why is there a chainsaw on his head?
Basically, you
Sounds
see
like
this
cool.
cute little puppy-looking thing. The main character, I forget his name right now. Denji, I believe. Denji, thank you, Nix. He ends up bonding with it. And then next thing you know, he literally has a chainsaw coming out of his body. Like, seriously.
So a bonding with a puppy gives you a chainsaw head. I gotta go bond with a puppy right about now.
That makes so much sense.
That makes so. You know what's kind of funny? That's the most anime thing possible. You bond with a cute, adorable creature. Give him a chainsaw head.
And speaking of gratuitous
Jared should
violence,
watch One
check out
Punch
Power
Man.
World.
One Punch Man. Nah. Too much of a. There's a hot demon girl who has the personality of Cartman from South Park. Okay.
I wouldn't say she's a female Cartman.
Imagine Jared watching Kill la Kill.
Oh.
Here's me watching Kill la Kill. Watch. Here's me.
What is this?
Granted, the manga is better.
That's usually how it goes, unfortunately.
Do you know about Kill la Kill?
It's actually fairly interesting.
Now, I have a question for all you anime heads. What's the worst anime you have ever seen?
Oh!
Okay, the teacher one is definitely up there.
The teacher. Then why does Nick have it? Is what I want to know.
Oh my. Okay. You're forcing me to defend it. I don't like this.
Yeah, Nick. This is what we do at Comics League. We ambush, fool. So defend it.
All right.
We're so demonetized.
Defense.
I will keep this. So the reason I like Police Teacher is it's basically a love story in verse. I'm going to do myself no favors. So basically, it's a story of a kid named Kei Kusanagi who has these things called standstills, where his body basically enters a period of suspended animation.
This is not getting better, Nick.
He had a standstill for 3 years when he was 15.
What the heck?
Keep going.
No, it gets so much worse. So
it's so much worse. I love that.
Technically, he's 18. He's effectively 15. So he's in the mountains going to high school, and
of course,
all of a sudden, an alien appears, and it turns out he gets chased through the woods, and it's this hot woman.
A xenomorph attaches to his face.
I am.
Well, no, I'm not gonna make that dirty joke. No.
And so the next day, there's a new teacher, and it's her. And later that day, she's basically moving in right next to him.
I'm sure she is.
Giggity.
But Britt, have you seen this thing that we're discussing? I'm really concerned right now.
I haven't even gotten to the worst part yet.
Please keep it PG, but continue on, sir.
And so he's carrying some boxes in, and one of the boxes falls, and it's full of her toys. And he falls on top of her, and then... What? And then he realizes she's an alien. And then some shenanigans happen when he goes to the spaceship, and they end up in the bathtub. And then, the next episode, they're talking about it. They get locked in the sports room, and she's about to get fired. When Kay's father unveils that they're actually husband and wife. This is supposed to be illegal, but he's technically 18, so he marries his teacher.
What the hell is this?
Psychos just keep getting younger.
Hey, what's up, Geek Detective? What's up?
God. This makes so much more sense if you actually watch. It's not as bad if you actually watch the series.
Sure, Nick. Sure.
I watched this anime with my cousin when I was a kid. It was a dare. It was a dare. I'm not proud of it. But if you actually watch the series in context, it's not that bad. If you could actually stomach and get
this is my message to everyone watching through that description.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, now that I've got the backstory done, I just want to say the anime is actually really sweet, and it's basically a love story in reverse, and the ending is very satisfying.
We'll find out that it was directed by Bruce Timm.
I mean, honestly, if you told me
it has, let me put it this way: after Batcest, I would believe that.
Yeah, if you told me Bruce Timm directed this anime, I would believe you. But like JJheat says, it's actually not as bad as
in context.
Describe it.
In context, Your Honor, it's all about the context.
Which, by the way, Jared, guess what DVDs I'm bringing with me if I ever come to visit you?
Oh, those are getting smashed, dude. You're not bringing those into my house.
Dude, these are getting hard to find. If you smash this, I will get mad.
Oh, no. You're not entering my house with that filth. Thinking back to old anime, I may as well think back to Gatchaman, Voltron, Macross. I watched the Netflix adaptation of Voltron. I like that one.
It's not.
It's not good.
When I took karate back in Atlanta, they used to put on Robotech all the time, and I actually played the Robotech games. Does that count?
You need to watch Macross, which is the actual what it's based on.
Highly recommended.
I used to watch Zoids. I used to watch Dice, and I used to watch Gundam.
Nice.
See, if you really wanted to flex, you would say you watched Duel Masters.
Of course I did.
Okay, that is a deep cut. Who remembers Duel Masters?
That's the YouGiOh
Right
show,
here.
right?
Right here.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh ripoff.
Oh no, I watched just YouGiOh.
Oh, Duel Monsters is a separate entity in itself.
Yeah, some other ones I really liked watching Monster
Speaking
Rancher.
of worst anime, the
Monster
YouGiOh
Roll.
movie.
Oh,
Wait, which one?
God, no, the Pyramid of Light.
my younger brother.
My
used to
dad
have
walked
that.
out of that. He turns to me and we went because they were giving away free cards if you showed up. My dad walks out of that and he goes, "That was the worst movie I've ever seen."
Wow.
I rewatched it recently and I'm like, it did not get better. I'm only here for the cards.
All right. So who here has seen Pokemon the first movie, the original version?
I
have.
Right here.
I didn't see
Right
it
here.
in theaters, but I owned it.
I saw both.
Well,
I'm going to
like
give you a
both.
hot take. I'm going to give you this is a bit of a hot take.
Oh boy.
I think Pokemon 2000 is a better movie.
yeah, I can see
No,
it.
I'll give you that.
Like I love the whole the birds plot and the music is much better.
Wait, so you're telling me Pokemon the movie was not the first Pokemon movie?
No, there was one
No.
before that, I believe in 98.
Then why wasn't that one called Pokemon the movie?
I believe that one was technically considered a TV special, not an actual theoretical
This is so
movie.
freaking confusing.
Hey Jared, have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0?
I've heard of it. I watched the Act Man summary of it. Where
It's
is
dark,
that
man.
the one where he's like Batman but he kills people?
It's
Yeah,
dark.
Yeah.
It's dark.
I actually
Do
had a
not
friend
show
of
your
mine kill his
kids.
first episode once. It is demented.
I saw a little bit. I saw the clips from an Act Man video. Yeah, it looked bonkers.
Jared, have you you need to watch Gundam Wing. I love my favorite moment is when Hero the woman gives him an invitation and JJheat knows exactly what scene I'm quoting now, and he rips it apart. She starts crying. He wipes a tear, and as he passes, he says, "I'm going to kill you." And then the music starts. It's like, oh my god! And later on the series, Hero, you can come kill me now.
Endless Waltz is good. Mew and Mewtwo are still my favorite Pokemon to this day. All right,
Yeah.
favorite Pokemon going around. Mine is Lucario.
SBI.
I'll give you that. Lucario's pretty boss.
Badass.
Mimikyu.
It took me so long to get a Lucario in Pokemon Go. I had to trade for it.
But Nix, I actually wanted to get your opinion on this.
Well,
Have
I
you
know
heard
if I
of
ever
the-
play Pokemon Tournament, I know which Pokemon you're picking.
But anyway, so JJheat, carry on, sir.
This question is for Nix. Have you ever heard of an anime called Darling in the Franxx?
I have, and I never actually watched it, but I did. I started hearing a lot of good things about it, then I started hearing a lot of bad things about it. And I was like,
It's
what
it's
is
basically It's basically Romeo and Juliet in space with battle mechs.
Okay, I need to watch this. So, Nix, what do you think is the least is the worst anime, and why is it whatever the hell Nick has?
Oh my god, you guys are the worst.
So there's different categories. There's different categories for me when we say the worst. Like worst animation, I'd probably go with. Honestly, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but the worst one that I've ever watched that like and this was from like a long time ago, like way back in the day. I ended up watching like an episode of Love Hina. Hated it.
Look at JJheat.
A moment.
Actually, I know the perfect anime for Jared to watch with his mother.
What the hell, dude?
No, I'm gonna say this, and Nix and JJheat are gonna like groan. JJheat should watch. I mean, Jared should watch with his mother.
Did you just
Rosario Vampire Plus?
Oh
wait,
no!
Oh. Wait, what?
It's good, but no.
Why am I gonna Nick? I don't like vampire crap. Well, I've told you this many times.
No, that's not even the worst thing.
It gets worse.
Oh no!
Don't encourage him. Go ahead. Be in it now.
Lots and lots of undershots. I'm just gonna say that. They show lots of shots of female undergarments.
You know what's hilarious?
We are so demonetized.
What's up, Smoke Novi? You know what's hilarious? I'm watching this I'm listening to this right now, and then I'm realizing this is why I don't watch a lot of anime.
Well,
I'm like, what the hell?
Stay away from JoJo is all I'm gonna say. But like, not every anime is like this.
Jared should watch Panty and Stocking.
Nick, stop suggesting animes. Nick is banned from suggesting animes.
But no, seriously though, Jared, I actually think you'd like the Gundam series because, like, I know you like.
It looks cool. It looks cool. I'm down for that. I'm down for that one.
Yeah, it's very militaristic, and I think you'd be into it.
It's cool.
The Tokyo Ghoul anime was botched, Tevia. That is my personal opinion, and I will stand by it.
It really was. It was. The manga is really good, but like they botched the anime so bad.
No,
hey, it's almost Velma bad, and I use that term very lightly.
Hey, whoa, JJheat.
It's bad compared to the manga. It is bad.
Nothing except that teacher BS is Velma bad.
I am going to make an honestly good faith anime to watch with his mother. Like this is actually a good one. Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it depends on which one you go for.
It's funny. I have no context, so it's all like random
basically anime's James Bond. Basically,
but he's a thief.
Okay, that looks interesting.
He's a gentleman thief.
It's kind of like Pink, like kind of like a combination of like James Bond, Pink Panther, that kind of stuff.
So, I will say, you know what's the anime that really?
Oh man, I haven't seen City Hunter in years.
Do you know what's the anime that soundtrack I listen to on a daily basis?
What?
The Snyder Cut?
Anime.
Oh, speaking of anime
Attack on Titan.
Okay, speaking of anime soundtracks, I have to give a shout out to the Dot Hack Sign soundtrack. Oh my god, does that thing go hard? That like the anime itself, it's like I'm just gonna say this. Jared would probably find Dot Hack Sign very boring because 90% of it is people just like talking. But like the soundtrack
is very boring.
It's actually one of my favorite animes, but I watched it when I was like a teenager, so it has that kind of thing for me. But the soundtrack is so amazing.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
So, Jared, I do encourage you to seek out the Dot Hack.
Dweeb.
Okay, here's a good one. Inuyasha. Now, granted, this one is a slog to get through, but it's worth it.
I have a very weird love-hate relationship with Inuyasha. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I have the first manga actually here in my room somewhere. I love it that much. Sesshomaru is absolutely my favorite character, but I don't like Kagome. I do not like her one bit.
Wait, who is worse before we move on? Who is worse, Kagome or Sakura?
Sakura kind of grows out of it. I'll give her that. Kagome
says-
is just downright abusive to Inuyasha over the dumbest things, and she's justified by the characters, and it really irks me.
Oh, Nix.
And by the way, Britt, real quick, a quick Britt put in the chat. Have you watched that weird student teacher thing that Nick put up there?
Nix, I know what anime Jared should avoid at all costs.
So do I.
The student teacher
Black
one?
Butler.
Oh,
Yep, we
yeah.
crossed that threshold. Jesus Christ.
I said avoid it. I said avoid it.
Do not watch this anime. If you...
I like it. I loved it.
Oh, of course you would like it. Of course you would.
Yeah. But no,
Now
don't
there's
stay
a
away.
big fan of
Here's
it,
Nick. Here's Nick.
You have something I want. You may think you have some idea what you are in possession of, but you do not.
Okay, another one that I want to say. So Jared, you know how I'm always talking about Kamen Rider? So recently there was actually a Kamen Rider anime called Futo PI, which is actually like a sequel to Kamen Rider Double, which is like one of my favorite Kamen Riders. I do recommend that, and it's actually based off of manga too.
Something that's a sequel. I'm gonna be lost.
Then watch
true.
Kamen Rider Double. Then it's awesome.
But then I have to watch that whole thing and then it gets the anime. It's a lot of work, Nick. I only have
It's
so much
worth it.
time in the day. All right, if I'm a fan of superheroes, what anime should I watch?
There's not a lot of
Man.
superhero-based
One Punch Man.
animes. There's
Yeah,
Super
not really.
Sentai,
Okay,
My Hero
Military
Academia.
anime.
Oh, military. I was about to say.
Gundam for sure.
Gundam for sure. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Jared,
Okay,
if you are a fan of superheroes, I do think you would like Kamen Rider. Like, because Kamen Rider is basic. It's live action, but it's also like it's got that
Is it
superhero
dubbed?
vibe to it. It's subbed.
There's no
Okay.
official dub translation for Kamen Rider, but there was a backdoor.
Actually, there is.
Britt.
Actually, JJheat, Kamen Rider has been coming to the U.S.
Really?
For some time. Yeah.
Code Geass.
Now, Britt, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is this anime better or worse than Wonder Bat?
Yeah, Shin Kamen Rider just came. I need to actually watch that. So here's one that came out. It's like a remake of it. This is a US DVD, but you can get Kamen Rider Kuga on DVD. Zero One.
If it comes on streaming, I'll check it out.
Actually, I think Kuga's on Tubi. Kuga and Ryuga's on Tubi.
I can check that
So
out.
you can watch that for free.
With the reincarnation as a wait, what?
If you can think of it, they can make an anime out of it.
Basically,
Granted, that's
yeah.
Reincarnation as a vending machine.
Oh, what about I'm trying to think. Excel World.
I'm learning so much about.
That's not bad.
Man,
Now, Code Geass is a classic. I will give you that. Code Geass is a classic.
Yeah.
Brown says when I was 8 to 9 years old, I used to watch Shin-chan. Is that the way you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's kind of a kids anime though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared, I just sent you the Tubi link for Kuga on by the way, with that you can watch it for free. It does have commercials, but you can watch it for free.
I know. I watch Tubi all the time. That's actually some fun stuff.
So there, I just sent you a link for Kuga. Check that out.
Thank you. Thank
Full
you.
Metal
Yeah, that's actually
Alchemist
Kuga's
is
actually a good one too. So
A buddy of mine showed me Full Metal Alchemist some years ago, and I remember.
you need to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a bit-
Brotherhood's
yep.
great.
It's kind of a remake, but it's better. It's worth it. Trust me.
So,
Mega Man, I actually played the games for, and actually I'm interested in that one, so I'll check that one out too.
Okay,
Metal
all right. I
Alchemist.
gotta bust it out.
Counts.
Wait, Mega Man? You mean this?
Yes, of course.
We don't talk about Star Force.
What?
So here's the thing about like the Mega Man.
Francisco.
Never
Dave.
change. Dave. Never
Dave.
change.
Okay, you know what, Dave? You get one of my new clips right now. You get my new clip. Hang on. This is for you, Dave.
Hoorah! Oh, another. Jared needs to read Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie was pretty
Watch
good.
the anime.
Sister Devil is better because at least it's mutual, but it's still not out for innocent eyes or minds. LOL.
Oh, Jared, as
boy.
far as movies, I do recommend these movies came out in the 2000s. Appleseed and Appleseed Ex Machina.
Yeah, I asked about those earlier. I'm definitely down to check because I
I've
saw the
seen
trailers
both
for those when I was very young, and I was like, "Oh, this looks dope."
They're really good, and also there's manga you can read of those.
Oh, sweet! I'm down for that. Alita
Yeah, like
looks good.
it's
Yeah,
it was made by the same.
I'll check out Alita absolutely because I love that movie so much. So I'm down. Appleseed is
And
great.
Jared,
Okay, cool.
There is one thing that is required reading, watching. Oh my God, JJheat, why did you do that? You have to watch the first. You have to watch this movie.
Nick, after you showing us teacher student, can you blame us?
Okay, JJheat, Nick, please back me up here.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell is actually a solid anime.
I love the live action
It's a
movie.
classic. It is a classic.
This is like a pillar of anime. Without this, there would have been no Matrix.
This is superior to the live action film in every way.
I don't know. The live action film was pretty great.
Ghost in the Shell
Shell
crawled so Matrix could run.
Also, I also recommend Standalone Conflict.
Wait, what?
And
Assassination Classroom. Jeez.
Oh my good lord! It is
you're gonna have a time with that
awful.
one. You're gonna have
Wait,
a time.
JJheat, is this really the title of an anime?
Yes, it is. If you can think of it, there's an anime.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It's like they take words out of a hat and just throw them all together.
Nick, do you want to describe it or should I?
All I remember is seeing the bumpers. I never actually watched
Is
it.
Wildcats considered anime?
I would not be surprised.
Is that the 90s Wildcat show? By the way, I watched a little bit of that. It's really dope. It's like the X-Men animated series, but for Wildcats.
X-Men is better.
Ghost in the Shell. Does the Super Friends count? I'm only kidding. Ghost in the Shell and Street Fighter 2 anime films were great. Question: what about
Street Fighter 2 has one of the best fight
Wait,
scenes ever with Chun-Li.
how many reincarnation animes are there?
There are so many isekai anime, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and they're not even mangas; they're light novels.
I'm sitting here right now, and I'm thinking
we're talking about isekai. We need to talk about the Ironclad in the room. Sword Art Online.
No,
we might as well talk about it, Nix. We might as well talk about it. The abridged is better. The abridged
is superior.
Yes. Sword Art Online abridged is like literally the greatest thing ever. So shout out to Sony Witty Entertainment.
The Snyder Cut is the greatest thing ever.
Okay, it's the second greatest thing ever.
No, the second greatest thing is Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition.
You're not making this easy, brother.
I'm sorry, dude. This is my channel. I'm not supposed to make your life easy.
Well, I will say about the original SAO.
Top 10.
SAO is top 10. I'll give you that. But it is fundamentally flawed from a writing standpoint. And it gets to and there's a certain subplot that is infamous for this franchise.
Jared, I have a challenge for you.
Wait,
Jared, I have a challenge for you.
JJheat, is it Killing Joke infamous?
Somewhat.
It's close. It's close.
And I mean the Killing Joke movie infamous.
So
would Bruce Timm approve of this?
Guys, I have a challenge for Jared.
All right, go ahead.
So I send him a link to a clip, basically the first episode of the Teacher anime. I want him to.
No.
Hear me out, Jared. Hear me out. Watch it. Obviously, no sound. We just get your reaction.
No. The minute you said I have a challenge, I'll send Jared a link. Red flags are going off in my head.
It's a YouTube link. It's basically.
I'm not. No. I'm not doing it, Nick. Bruce Timm would probably approve it with rounding applause. That's great, JJheat. Thank you.
Nix, do you want to explain it or should I?
Jared,
I'm not watching the clip. I'm not. Stop sending me the link.
No,
he probably would approve, but
Jared, if you do decide to watch One Piece, stay away from the 4Kids dub.
Yes, stay away from the 4Kids dub. You're just better off with the sub on that. 4Kids jeopardize so many anime.
By the way, I just DM'd Britt saying I have so many questions, and then she's like, "I know you do." So
this was a good idea for a stream.
Is this YouTube link you just sent me the student teacher thing?
Yes.
Well, I'm deleting that from my chat. Officer, I swear it wasn't mine. It was sent to me by an a-hole in Michigan. A very old man in Michigan sent this to me.
Okay. We need to draw a line here. It is not that stuff. Can we?
Yeah,
No,
but
no.
No. How about Bleach?
Okay, back to SAO. All right, I'm gonna rip the band-aid so no one in the comments and Nick's won't have to. It's basically, and I am saying this the most appropriate way possible so we don't get demonetized. It is basically a love triangle between the MC, his girlfriend, and his cousin.
Wait, what show we're talking about?
Told it was his sister.
Certain translations
Star
say his cousin.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hunter x Hunter is good. I've heard Hunter x Hunter is good.
Yu Yu Hakusho is better. Hot take.
Yeah. Question.
It is.
Tevia asked, question, what about Hellsing Ultimate? Because that anime is freaking awesome because it involves Dracula kicking ass as Monster Hunter. That does sound cool. I'll give you that. That does sound cool.
Jared,
I think Jared would like the Devil May Cry anime from 2003.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Send me those links.
Question: do you think Jared would like K-On?
I didn't.
It's an acquired taste. I mean, it's kind of like Soul Eater. It's an acquired taste.
I love Soul Eater, actually. But
thought of another anime that I watched. Does Pacific Rim The Black count?
No.
I love how
it's an anime adaptation.
No.
So anime's in the name then.
Fair enough.
No.
Okay, anime's in the name. That counts. I call it. Speaking of Devil May Cry, we are getting a new anime on Netflix. Yes.
It's being done by the Castlevania people, so I instantly know.
Have you guys seen that anime on Netflix called Ragnarok, where like all the gods from like all the pantheons fight?
Yeah.
It's odd.
No, Jared, you need to watch Vinland Saga.
Yes.
Do you know that keeps going?
That's actually something I think Jared would love. I think Jared would love Vinland Saga.
All right. Pitch it to me, Nick. Go.
JJheat, I think, would do a better job.
Okay, JJheat.
Okay, Vinland Saga is basically a revenge story between
Norseman anime.
Norseman anime, basically. Norseman anime. I was trying to.
I'm down.
If you like, it's basically think the Northman, but anime.
Oh hell yes!
I'd argue it's better than the Northman, but Gurren Lagann.
I saw I saw a few episodes of the 3D of the more 3D Ultraman that's on Netflix, and I enjoyed that one.
Have any of you watched Super Sentai?
I mean, okay. 1 second.
This old dweeb has.
Nix?
I haven't, unfortunately.
All right. You guys are just making me grab everything from my shelf. I hate you all. All right.
Abba Ranger.
Okay.
Dino Thunder.
So, Geek Detective Pierce. This is the HK sub version of Abba Ranger. Just so you know. And then
Dino Thunder.
Yeah, pretty much. And then this is a promo DVD.
Super Mega Force.
Gokaija.
All I will say about Mega Force
I thought it was called Super Mega Force.
Actually,
Nick.
If you're going to start with a Sentai, Gokaiger is actually the best place to start. Because Gokaiger is like a really good Super Sentai. Plus, they can turn into all the previous forms. So Gokaiger is actually a really good first Sentai. I highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to start an adaptation order, go from Zyuranger all the way to Gokaiger. And
well,
I mean,
technically, if you want to start an adaptation order, you have to start with Abba Ranger. I don't even think Abba Ranger sucks.
We are getting a Suicide Squad anime, which I will check that. Speaking of that,
you do realize the first Super Sentai was in 1976 with Abba Ranger.
Yeah, that's the first one, but the first one to be adapted.
Zyuranger was
number 16.
And besides, the thing is, if you start with Zyuranger, you miss out on Jetman, which is like a really, really good series.
By the way, so how many of you guys have seen the Catwoman Hunted anime?
I watched it. I was actually really impressed by it.
I liked it, but the minute that like these small guys turned into giant monsters, I was like, okay.
Pierce actually, I stand corrected. Pierce has corrected me. It was actually Go Ranger. I think I said Aqua
There's
Ranger.
something
like,
Nick didn't know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Go Ranger was the first.
It's not possible.
I mean, it's very possible in human. So Pierce, thank you for correcting me.
But yeah, so Catwoman Hunted was kind of weird.
I can believe that. It was like anime, so.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about anime, there's another one I have to recommend to him. Jared, you need to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah,
I watched that one. It's actually really fun. I like that one.
I have another one to recommend, and this
You'll
one's
cry,
not
but
very
yeah.
weird at all.
What?
Vision of Escaflowne. Trying to get
Next-
subbed instead of dubbed.
Next, did you not see what I was? Nick
has got his stuff out. Oh no.
Next, I literally have the series on Blu-ray.
Woo! Not the movie though. The movie wasn't very good, but the series itself, oh my gosh. Peak.
I have the complete series on Blu-ray. A friend of mine got it for her birthday one year.
Oh my gosh, Dave! Dave, no! You a-hole! Oh my! And then
I would not be
Batgirl.
surprised if that's an anime somewhere.
Do I not have my "It's Crossing a Line" clip now? This is me reading that comment right now.
What is this?
So,
if Suicide
Jared,
Squad Isekai is a success, stay tuned for a Wonder Bad anime in your future.
I will say, Jared, if you're gonna watch Kamen Rider, W is actually not a bad place to start because he's like a private detective and it kind of plays out like noir. Some other Kamen Riders I think you would like would be Drive. I'm trying to think of like more of the police militaristic ones.
By the way, Ted, we're talking anime, not animated, animated movies. And yeah, I know, Daniel. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Catwoman Hunted it does have an anime style to it, but originally it was Talia was going to be the main villain, but they changed it last minute to be Cheetah.
I like Cheetah. It's just the minute her two henchmen turned to giant kaiju beasts, I'm like, what?
It's part of the anime style and the trope.
Yeah, I know. And you know, it's kind of funny. At first, I was like, "There's no way. I can't take this." The minute I see Attack on Titan, I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Jared, are you familiar with Studio Ghibli?
Kind of.
I know what this
Okay,
is.
I'm going to recommend a movie, and both JJheat and Nyx are going to start crying. Jared, you should watch Grave of the Fireflies.
You tried to butcher him emotionally?
Again, I got through it. It wasn't a tearjerker in my opinion, but I did watch the movie.
It's about the fire bombings of Japan in World War II.
I found it
That's right, Nick.
Emotionally
Depress me.
manipulating.
Thank you.
Actually, I think my favorite Ghibli movie is Spirited Away. It was the first one I watched, and it's the one that stuck with me the longest because, oh my gosh.
Isekai anime of Superman, Wonder Woman. They did. It's called Project AKO. I would like that.
I got an. Are you familiar with steampunk, Jared?
The concept, yes.
Okay, then you need to check out Last Exile. Also, the movie The Sky Crawlers.
Okay.
Are you guys either JJheat or Nick familiar with those?
No.
It sounds familiar. Now, Howl's Moving Castle. That was a decent anime movie.
Oh, it's a good one.
I mean, Spirited Away
is really good too.
My Neighbor Totoro.
I haven't watched it in years, but
Brown, I thought I saw somewhere in YouTube Moana live action movie trailer thumbnail starring The Rock. Is it happening?
He was.
I actually think
original.
Jared would like Princess Mononoke. I actually think he'd like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do think, Princess Mononoke.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, any Ghibli movie is a great one.
He's not called the Japanese Walt Disney for nothing.
Nazca in the Valley of the Wind is really good.
My good friend Dave, Daniel, happened to DM me a little something on. Well, not DM me, tag me on a little something.
Oh.
There's a Justice League manga.
Like,
I know
you're
ordering
this up. I gotta pick this up.
Watch, it has Wonder Bat in it.
Not likely. New 52 designs.
If it has Wonder Bat in it and you just react, I'm gonna be so
Daniel doesn't. I see. Here's the thing. I know Daniel. Daniel would not send me something that has to do with Wonder Bat,
unless it was April Fool's.
But it's not April Fool's, right? It's not April Fool's, right?
I mean, we're a couple months away.
Also, like a lot of video games got like manga adaptations. Jared,
Next, you want to answer
fan?
Ground Destroyer's question next?
Wait.
Monthly Girls. I haven't. No.
Question. Isn't there a manga for like Cloverfield and Live Die Repeat Edge of Tomorrow?
I mean, Live Die Repeat was literally a manga originally.
Yeah.
Yes, Tom Cruise starred in a manga adaptation.
Technically, a comic book movie.
Exactly. Which, by the way, we need to review that movie.
I freaking love that movie, dude. Hell yes.
Yeah.
There's a Devil
Emily
May Cry
Blunt.
manga,
Oh my god.
but it's not finished as far as I know.
I realized that I almost assumed that the Cat Returns and a Whisker Away are similar. They are not. You mean Edge of Tomorrow? Yes, but it's also called Live Die Repeat.
Okay, I got to give a shout out to one of my favorite manga / animes, Shaman King.
Yes.
The original or the remake?
I like both. I read the manga. The manga is really good, but the remake's actually not bad.
Question.
And I gotta say, the 4Kids intro is so good.
Tevia asked, question, have you guys seen the Ruby vs. Just League animated movie? That's anime inspired. It's not anime, which, by the way, I saw both of those. The one in DC is better because DC is better than Ruby. I'm just going to tell you that right there.
It is.
There was an anime for the Van Helsing movie with Hugh Jackman.
London Assignment.
I have it. I had it. I don't know if I still have it.
Witchblade has
an great.
Nick, does Witchblade have an anime adaptation?
It does.
They do, but it's basically kind of in a name only adaptation.
Yeah.
I have to watch that then.
Isn't there a Bayonetta anime?
There is.
Yes, there is.
I love it.
Is there a Metroid anime?
Yes.
There's Metroid manga.
I'm sure there is.
There's Legend of Zelda manga too for like.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very different, all the different series. Not all of them, but like a good chunk of them.
Atla is one of the most heavily anime inspired and critically successful. Unlike its successor, but that's a separate conversation entirely.
Oh, you mean the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No, The Legend of Korra. Wait, the M. Night
Okay.
Shyamalan made an Avatar movie? Wait, what are you talking about?
He did.
No, he did. It came out a little while ago. Nick and I watched it. You know what's kind of funny? Nick's here was supposed to watch it with us, but she couldn't watch the movie.
I got out of hell.
You Nick, you escaped from suffering, and I had to watch that movie.
Wait. Hold on. I think we need to decide this. Which is worse, The Last Airbender or Justice League?
Justice League. I'd rather watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'd rather watch either.
Now, let me ask you guys this, as the anime fans, which is worse? Avatar: The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan or Dragon Ball Evolution?
Dragon Ball Evolution, hands down.
Dragon Ball Evolution, just hands down. It's like Dragon Ball in name only.
Nick?
One's a cheeky cash grab, the other is of just a bad adaptation.
I choose cancer.
On the contrary, Batman Ninja sucks. Yeah, the minute you had... So, Nick, have you seen Batman Ninja?
Wasted potential.
I've chosen
very wasted.
I'm gonna give you one sentence that's gonna describe how nuts this movie goes. Are you ready? All right. Monkeys come together to form Mecha Batman.
Kill me now.
That silence. Yes. So Damian Wayne has a monkey pet, and then he summons monkeys with a flute. And then the monkeys, no, actually it gets worse. The monkeys join together with bats to form, okay, it gets worse. It's not only a mech, it's actually Batman. Like it's a giant ass Batman.
Jared, you're talking about like superhero anime?
Yeah.
Guys, we forgot like the big one. My Hero Academia. Why did we not tell him about My Hero Academia?
I brought it up
like earlier in the chat.
Also, Jared, Guyver.
I've heard these are all good. I've heard these are all good.
Oh,
also, there's an Iron Man anime, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I think it exists in the same continuity as the Punisher one. Because they referenced the Pakistan thing in the Punisher one. Seven Deadly Sins.
By the way, Geek Deek Pierce, I just brought that up in the private chat.
I get that title out of my.
Jared should watch Samurai Pizza Cats.
That's also very good.
Wait for a second.
Another good
one.
one.
Cats.
Samurai Flamenco. Actually, I'm looking at a list.
By the way, so to quote this, so that has a long ass name, right? You want to hear the name of the you want to hear the YouGiOh card with the longest name?
Yes.
What?
Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum Plus Minus.
You know, for
Jared, I just sent you
a very long string of words you just said.
Yeah, I know, right?
I sent you a list you might want to look at on screen.
Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'll pull it up. All right. This. I hesitate to bring up a list sent by Nick. Oh my gosh, so many of my questions about you have been answered.
Dude, I actually did you right this time. Come on.
I'm only kidding, Nick. I'm only kidding. So let me scroll all the way up to the top. Yeah.
Wait, why is Astro Boy so low?
One Punch Man.
These are 18 best superhero anime.
All right, so One Punch Man. I've heard that one's good. I still think the Flash could beat him. Rod the TV. Okay, Rod the TV. That's interesting. Samurai Pizza Cats. Okay.
It was the 90s.
Sailor.
Is this the show that like every girl cosplays as?
Yes.
Not every girl.
And some guys too.
Oh God. There was a Powerpuff Girls anime.
There was.
I thought that was a myth. Not gonna lie.
What the heck?
It's not very good.
JJheat. Not only is it a myth, there's 52 episodes.
It's not very good.
I could imagine
a mistake.
Samurai Flamenco. That looks actually pretty dope. It looks like Power
It looks
Rangers.
very Sentai inspired, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It is.
Micro Superman. So is he from a planet that's small and then he grows and then he's the last survivor of that planet and then he gets his powers from Earth's yellow sun?
Release date, April 7th, 1973.
26 episodes, okay. My Future Avengers. That's the one where everyone announces their moves. Like Captain America's like, shield throw. And he just throws the shield. I'm like, what?
It's weird.
Yeah, 26 episodes. Deadpool shows up. That's another tolerable depiction of Captain Marvel. Does Samurai Jack count?
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
Anime.
It's not anime. It's
anime inspired though. Solid storytelling, but not anime.
Herman, no, Hero Man. I thought that said Herman, but Hero Man. Okay.
I'd love for there to just be an anime named Herman.
Yeah, exactly. Just the most basic names ever, like Bob.
It'd be quite the monster of an anime.
Tentai Senshi Sun Red. That is quite a mouthful.
I did not expect My Hero Academia to be this low, not gonna lie.
No, Johnny Bravo is not anime. It's a Western cartoon.
Okay. The best anime ever is King of the Hill. I will accept no substitute.
Yeah. Cyborg 009 Call for Justice. Nice.
Cyborg 009 is really good.
I feel like Squidward.
The bio boosted armor.
No,
oh, Guyver. That's it. That's it.
Instrument.
So, Jared, Guyver is like an anime, a manga, and there's even actual 2 movies they made in the 90s. One of them has Mark Hamill in it.
Oh, sweet. American Dad's the best anime.
No.
Gotcha crowds.
Also, classic Gotchaman or Battle of the Planets is really good.
Zetman, this looks dope. Okay. What the heck? An old man with a gun arm. That actually looks really cool. Johnny Q is not anime. Thank you. Tiger and Bunny. That looks pretty. That looks like
anime.
it's how. That looks like what's that Rooster Teeth show starring Michael B. Jordan?
Genlock.
Genlock. It looks like Genlock what was inspired by this.
And that's the end of the list.
That's not what the heck stats have you? I have no idea.
And Nick, which is better, King of the Hill or South Park? Go.
King of the Hill.
South Park.
Gosh dang it, Dale.
I've never seen the other one, but I'm
You've never seen King of the Hill?
No.
It's good.
What?
It's good.
Pocket Sand.
Pocket Sand. Jeez. Does He-Man count?
No.
Master of the Universe does.
Oh, really?
How so?
So technically, that would make
Explain
Kevin
your
Smith an
reasoning.
anime creator.
I'm trolling, guys.
No.
I'm trolling.
No, I refuse.
Right. I refuse.
Jared, check your messages. I just sent you another image. You'll like it.
There's a movie. Okay. That's what you sent me that a long time ago. Okay, that makes sense. The new one counts. So Tevi is saying the new Masters of the Universe counts as anime.
JJheat, can we please boot JJheat from the slide?
Oh my gosh, JJheat. Nick, look
I
in the
regret
private chat.
nothing.
I saw and I'm very mad.
You a-hole. Where's the most diminutive clip I have? I got it.
Like a panther.
Okay, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen Star Wars Visions?
I want to. I haven't seen it yet. Does that count?
It's all right. It's all right.
I gotta say, it's basically the Animatrix. Some of the shorts are actually really good.
Like
My
Halo
favorite is like
so it's like Halo Legends.
pretty much.
What are
I
we
just
talking
want to
about?
publicly apologize, Nick. That was a little uncalled for, considering how much of a Scooby-Doo fan you are.
I'm
so
moving you down to last place, JJheat. Sorry.
I'll admit that was a little uncalled for.
Dweeb.
Very uncalled for.
What the hell, dude?
Traumatizing.
Don't sully
even.
anime.
Yeah.
I'm just trolling, really. But
Actually, for punishment, JJheat should watch the live-action Fist of the North Star movie.
okay, I've actually seen it, and it's live action, but a
Yeah,
lot of things
Nick.
not in live
Nick,
action.
as Talati and I are finding out, it's really hard to break JJheat. Although we admitted to him that we made him admit to us that what's the comic book? Marvel broke him, so technically we broke him, so that counts.
When I was
Marvel
in the
sucks,
seventh
so
grade.
I get it.
But it still counts because we assigned it to you. I wouldn't recommend it if it was a whole book.
Do you want to talk
a bunch of
about
Disney
both
stuff.
dodged? Do you know who almost directed an Akira movie?
Who? Oh gosh. Who?
Taika Waititi.
No.
No.
I believe it. I believe it.
Technically,
I refuse. Never
technically
gonna happen.
speaking, Taika Waititi is still attached to that movie, but it's just been delayed to infinity.
And beyond.
Thank God. As I actually.
That rhymed.
Okay. Akira was great. You know what? Everyone hates the little bike slide reference that everyone
I
and their
love
mom
it.
has to do.
I
think
love it. It's
great.
badass. I do it all the
By the
time
way,
with video games. That's where that's from.
The cover, the cover for Screecher issue 3 is going to be the Akira slide. So just let me know.
Nerd.
Spider-Man 2 did it, botched it, but other than that,
Yeah, they did. But, life goes on.
Thank goodness I have a physical copy now. James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez wanted to direct live action Akira.
That probably would have been good.
That
That
would
would've
have
been
been good. It
I
would've had
do know
chance.
that it's confirmed that they're still working on it, but we could be getting a Alita sequel. Which I'm like, yes.
Oh.
allegedly
technically
that's still
speaking-
happening, Tevia. Allegedly.
According to he who changes his mind constantly, it's still happening.
Yeah, the Akira movie has been in development since like 1990. So
That's longer than Black Adam. Star Wars Clone Wars did they did Akira too in Clone Wars.
It's a blink and you miss it, but it's there.
I'm sorry, I don't care if it's done to death. I want to do it.
Ian says, I don't know
What a great show is that is technically an anime. Avatar, The Last Airbender, Korra. Oh, The Legend of...
I'm going to say this as someone
Korra,
who's seen both. Jared is almost done with the first one. Korra is not a bad follow-up. It is not as good as Avatar. But I do think some of the criticisms are a bit overblown. like, oh, they get into a lesbian. Like, it is so underplayed. Like, they never kiss. Like, at
They
the
hold
end,
hands
they just
at
like,
the last episode. That's about it.
yeah.
All I'm gonna say
I mean,
about Legend of Korra. Go
There's
ahead.
so
Nick.
many other problems with Legend of Korra. That thing is like the least of my concerns.
It really is.
G.I. Joe Renegades.
It's not technically an anime. Well, it's like I'm pretty sure it was Western made, so I don't think it so it really doesn't count as anime.
I will
No.
say I also watched G.I. Joe Sigma 6. I know that doesn't count, but I like it. It's cool.
Did you know there's a Mass Effect anime?
Yeah,
What?
it's called Paragon
Yes.
Lost. I watched it many times. I love that.
It was
thing.
made by Production IG, so it counts.
And fun
What's
fact, I'm
cool
actually doing a
about
Mass
that?
Effect.
Well, I'm sorry. And a sec, JJheat at the end of the stream. So, fun fact. So, what that tells, there was a conversation you have with one of your squad mates early in the game, I think, if I'm remembering Mass Effect 3 correctly.
Yep.
Your squad mate James goes over like his past and like a tough decision he had to make. That's the story of that. And it basically leads right up to Mass Effect 3. So I'm like, I'm watching this and I'm like, I know that, I know you. This is so cool.
Okay.
And they handle the whole Commander Shepard thing in an interesting way. They don't use gender pronouns, so that way either way works. They just say Commander Shepard, Commander Shepard, Commander Shepard, and then they don't show Commander Shepard. So that way either version is fine. Is
All right,
canon.
that works.
Nice.
The studio wanted George Miller to direct. Okay, a live action.
I think at some
Kira.
point, yeah, that probably
could
would have
see
been
that.
good.
I could see that. Oh, Dead Space had an anime. That's true.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
I liked those ones. They were very Dead Space.
I mean, some of the
Did
segments
Back
of
to the
Gotham
Future
Knights
get
were
an
directed
anime
by Anime
adaptation, or
Studios.
did I imagine that?
What, Back to the Future anime?
There was a cartoon in like the late 80s,
Okay.
early 90s. There's a Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Super
any of you
Agent
guys
Cobra. That
yeah.
takes me back. That I'm old. If I remember Super Agent Cobra, that I am old.
Oh dear God. Oh, if you want to talk about old, do you think Jared would like Star Blazers?
I think he'd have a good. I think he'd have a good time.
Fun
Yeah, that's-
fact about
Wait. So Nick, if you're talking about old, that's got to be like that had to be like on a stone tablet.
Well, Star Blazers came out 10 years before I was born.
Paul
It-
Blart Mall Cop got an anime, probably.
I wish.
Actually, guys, we are missing the best anime ever.
Scott Pilgrim.
Morbius. The Morbius anime was the best.
It's
That
Morbius
time,
time.
that moment when he swooped in and he actually teamed up with Helsing, that is like the greatest crossover
It's
in anime
Morbin
history.
time. The Star Wars manga. And by the way, yeah, I heard of this fantastic anime that definitely doesn't butcher the source material. It's called Scott Pilgrim.
That has to be one of the top 10 anime betrayals of all time.
Yes, it does.
Guys, somebody had to work that meme in.
Wait, there was a RoboCop anime and there's a Highlander anime.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
there's
right,
a Highlander.
so, by the way, I just want to say this. So when we covered that on movie night, I didn't expect the stream for Highlander to do well. And then I show up and it's like one of my most watched streams and I'm like, the heck?
I mean, who wants to live forever anyway?
You know what movie? You know what anime movie I saw was Captain Harlock Space Pirates.
Yeah,
That's a good
There's
one.
a live action version of it too.
I watched the 3-dimensional anime. How about the anime for Starship Troopers? The 3D animation, like Traders of Mars and all that. I watched those and I really like those. I actually own one of them on Apple Digital. They carry all the plots. Roughnecks. There was another one called Roughnecks. By the way, Sam Liu was involved with Roughnecks.
Jared, I will say Cyborg 009 is a pretty good series.
By the way, Geek Detective, it's called Starship Troopers Invasion.
I'm trying to think here.
One of the best.
I'm surprised there's never. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nix.
I was gonna say one of the best animes I've ever watched is the original Fist of the North Star movie.
Jared needs to watch Fist of the North Star. That's right up his alley.
There's a scene where the main character Ken, there's like a building coming down, and
you're
he walks
already
right
dead.
Through it. Man just walks through a building like it's nothing.
Spy X Family.
There's a classic movie that Jared needs to see. Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Don't suggest too much, people. The Resident Evil ones were really fun. I like those ones.
Oh, they're great. I love those.
Those are so good. Is a great
movie. I love Degeneration.
I watched them. I watched them with my younger brother back when he was like bigger into Resident Evil. Back when we were actually both much bigger into Resident Evil. God, that's
Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the micro series in 2003.
There's something I gotta mention.
It's American made.
Okay, Jared. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. They're actually
re-releasing. I'm not watching Final Fantasy.
They're actually re-releasing in the theaters next month.
I'm not a Final Fantasy guy.
Nix, February 22nd is subbed. February 23rd is dubbed, and it's a fan of events, so it's probably in a theater near you. So you can probably go see it.
Oh, I hope they have the original voices, though. I don't like the new voices very much.
Also, what I love is Rachel Lee Cook is the voice of Tifa in that one.
Yes.
She's actually really good at Tifa.
They had a guy from Young and the Restless playing Cloud, and I was like, I think I'm in love.
He did a really good job.
He did.
Also, like, I remember I was watching TV and like a Toyota commercial came on, and it was the voice of Sephiroth, and I was like, I feel so weird right now.
He's also the voice of not from like the original Superman DC animated universe cartoon, but Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. He plays Superman.
All right,
really?
Yeah, George Newbern.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
So, do you want Sephiroth to be voiced as Superman, Jared?
I don't know who the anime character is, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, another anime you should watch is Trigun.
Yes,
obviously.
The original, not the remake.
What's Trigun?
Trigun.
No, I got it. Berserk.
Oh my god, yes. Actually,
by the way,
can
I just say one thing real quick? I thought this was going to be like a half-hour topic max. It's like an hour 18 minutes. I'm loving this.
Nix, I can't believe you haven't suggested he watched JoJo.
Well, okay, so there's a funny thing about that.
You are the JoJo girl.
Everyone expects it, but honestly, I don't think Jared would like it very much because it can get very like they call it a bizarre adventure for nothing, right? But
also, you mean it becomes a very Bruce Timm style? Not
really. It's just there's a few questionable scenes in part 3 involving a younger girl.
Oh no!
But it's only one episode, and it's because of a villain.
Oh, so you mean like that one questionable scene in the that one questionable scene with Asuna in the Ironclad arc of SAO?
That too. That whole stay away from that. But like JoJo's really good because it goes into each part, and I'm gonna go on a little rant here because oh my god, I love JoJo, but every part is a different genre. Part 1 is a
JJheat, what have you done?
Victorian vampire kind of gothic.
What the heck is that?
Anime cussing.
It's a JoJo reference, Jared. It's a JoJo.
Everything is a JoJo reference.
Justice League anime exists. Ooh.
Part 2
but
is
I do think you would like High Helsing though.
One at a time, gentlemen. Next.
Part 3 is Around the World in 80 Days. But yeah, part 2 is like Indiana Jones type adventure with like Aztec vampire gods kind of thing. It's not really easy to explain. Part 4 is like a small town murder mystery with a serial killer. And part 5 is a gangster kind of style story set in Italy. Part 6 is at first a prison break story. Part 7, it hasn't been animated, but it's like in manga form. They reset the world, and it's like back in like the 1800s. It's a cowboy story, basically. And then I have no idea what happened with Part 8 and Part 9. Part 9's still ongoing.
But I think Jared would like Berserk, though. I think he actually would.
The original,
Berserk.
not
The original.
the remake.
No. Stay away from the remake.
Bookstore has like volumes and volumes of the stuff.
Yeah,
Jared, I
also
implore
Akira.
you.
By the way, Jared, Akira is a manga as well. By the way,
Sweet.
But Jared, I implore you, Berserk is not for the faint of heart. There is shown. You're used to shonen titles, and a few outside of that, like Attack on Titan. Seinen is used for adult. Berserk is dark, my friend. Do not go into this title with the faint of heart.
So you're telling me that like titles like Teacher is not adult only?
I never said it wasn't. I'm saying that Berserk is dark.
No, I'm just saying because
there's dark.
Okay,
there's
isekai,
there is inappropriate content, arguably, and then there is just straight up dark. Berserk is the latter.
Okay, let's
in
go
the
into more
private
lighter...
chat. JJheat, give me an example.
All right, and while he's doing that, there's another one I need to recommend to you. Oh my God, Magic Madoka. Oh my God, why did you guys say that, Pierce? I have not seen it, but I know the reputation. No, Magic Madoka. Oh my God. But Jared, I think you'd like Bleach. Bleach is kind of in like
good.
the DBZ Naruto kind of range, but it's actually really good.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
All right, so let me see what JJheat put in here. Let me everyone be quiet. I want to actually react to this.
That last part.
Okay.
I think he's interested.
That would even call Bruce Timm subtle. Wow.
I think he's
that's not even half the story.
I love how Bruce Timm has become our scale of effed up material.
on a scale of Zack Snyder to Bruce Timm.
That's very Bruce Timm. I'm sorry. That's very Bruce Timm.
Those are the two extremes. Zack Snyder is like the pinnacle of everything best, and Bruce Timm is like the bottom of the barrel.
Parasite is also graphically gory.
That is true. Parasite is dark.
Akira can actually get pretty graphic too at times.
Yeah, especially the original. Like, not the movie, but like the original manga.
He just sent me like vague ass examples and put in a Bruce Timm dig. So, in which case,
there's Metal Gear Solid manga.
Oh, yeah. But JJheat, for that solid Bruce Timm reference, I give you this.
Hoorah! Jared, there's Metal Gear Solid manga. You probably like that.
I heard that looks interesting.
Johnny Young Bosch also plays Jonathan Joestar in the first JoJo.
He's also Vast Stampede. Like, okay, yeah. Johnny Young Bosch is like everything. He is every anime.
He was also the Black Ranger. In the first Power Ranger, which is hilarious because that's actually where I know him from. Him and as Nero from Devil May Cry.
He's also the voice of Ichigo from Bleach.
Yes.
The main character.
So, since I think I want to transition topics a little bit.
Transition!
Okay. So, let's go to a general Q&A topic. So first, so you guys can ask us any question you want, whether or not be anime or just anything that you guys saw throughout the week. Jared, you can.
Why is Super Wonder so awesome?
Well, because it actually sells, unlike Clovis and Wonderbat. That's why. And it makes people happy as opposed to.
Actually, I have a question
which only makes Bruce Timm happy. What?
Okay, obviously Lois cannot be with Superman. Who would you ship her with instead? And just be
Steve Trevor. They both can be irrelevant.
Oh my God, I love you.
I was on Taladia's show today, and we were talking about our prediction for Suicide Squad and what characters can come out. Can we play as? I said Steve Trevor, and if I was Steve Trevor, I would just walk into enemy fire and let them kill me.
Actually, do you refer to Pulp Fiction or Pulp Fiction the movie or the genre?
I think he's means the genre.
Okay, because I'm a fan of the genre and
Transformers Prime is not anime, but it's dope as hell. I love Transformers Prime.
I do like.
There is a Transformers anime.
I like the aesthetics of it, but that's mostly because I love German expressionism, which like the classic pulp noir drew heavily from. But like I like the idea of pulp, but I don't really watch much pulp myself. But I do enjoy it sometimes.
Think of that Joker and Suicide Squad Kill Justice League. Okay, so for that design, I get what they're going for. They're going for more of a Jared Leto design because currently he's the most recent Joker. I'm sure
Sadly.
Wouldn't that be Joaquin Phoenix though?
Yeah,
Okay,
but that's standalone. That's not even Joker. That's more anarchist than anything.
All right. So, but on that, it's like likely if there were if we had like another Joker play op in like the main universe that I think that they would have made the Joker design reserve that. So here's my idea for the Ultimate Universe of DC: a New 52 plus Earth 1 tiles plus American Alien. That's a solid idea. By the way, JHeat, you DM'd me today that you wanted to briefly comment on the Ultimate Universe for DC because you were on the Under Two Capes episode. So go.
Yeah, as for me, in terms of that, this does have potential, even though you could argue me and Jared, our recent collab with the New Direction verse.
It's the Ultimate Universe. There you go.
But cheap plug aside, I definitely feel like they do have a branding problem with DC, both in movies and comics. So I definitely feel like making another connected universe rather than an Elseworld, it gives them a clean slate to, let's get some new readers over here. We do what I want in the background, prop up some numbers a bit, rather than just regurgitating the older storylines over and over and over again.
By the way, there's actually another rumor that says that if this universe is popular, they could replace the old universe with this one.
Allegedly.
Which I'm like, that'll be way better. We can get rid of like everything Bendis did. Okay, I am going to bring up a kid show. One of you guys know Wishbone, Dog Imagine Stars Literature.
What's the story, Wishbone?
Yes.
It's just a little pop.
What if the D's, Tevia, how do you know it's going to fail badly? It can't do any worse than the current DC universe.
It can't do worse than Megan Fitzmartin. It can't do worse than Dark Crisis Young Justice.
Tim Sheridan. I didn't say that name. Should we count? Invincible's great. I love that show. Crossover. Invincible and the Justice League. So it's basically DC crossing over with DC. I see what you're doing there. That's good. For the Ultimate Universe, they should bring Grant Morrison and Frank Quietly back to write a prequel series to All-Star. That would be cool. I could go for that.
Not bad.
Because the rumor is the three creatives. The first one is a gamble. Jason Aaron.
High gamble.
But so far as DC stuff has been pretty good, I hear.
So far, but all he's done with DC is an Elseworld story where Batman goes off world for the first time, and it's a pretty decent.
It's not an Elseworld's a prequel apparently, and he's doing the new Action comic story for Bizarro, and then Scott Snyder on Batman. I like that. Al Ewing on Wonder Woman. Either of those I could see. All-Star Superman is light. Yeah. If the Ultimate Universe is gonna tie into guns, count me out. I think the main universe will be the one that like ties in. I said this on episode 204 of the podcast. Marvel did want to try and replace the one with the old one, which blew up. Well, no. What actually happened is that it got convoluted, so they wanted to destroy it, and that's why we got Ultimatum. It wasn't that they wanted to replace it. It was never that.
Until they decided to bring it back for the sake of nostalgia 20 years later in a desperate bid to bid sales. But that's besides.
I've heard Ultimate Spider-Man is good.
Oh, it's good. I'm not taking it from it. But the only reason Ultimate Spider-Man is so good is because Amazing with Zeb Wells is so bad. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's move on.
Are you telling me you don't like Paul?
I mean, I have nothing against him. Like, I saw the story coming a mile away. Mary Jane is constantly fractured with a superhero lifestyle and Peter's responsibility. She wants out. She wants to move on to someone else. She took the opportunity. There's a story there. Don't get me wrong.
But that wasn't the story, though, JHeat.
No, it was editorial screwing over Nick Spencer out of spite.
No,
but that
wasn't even the story. They get sent to an alternate universe. He gets sent back, and then he fights to return to her. But it's like 5 years later when he finally gets there. Paul must go away.
And those kids aren't even hers.
Yeah, and by the way, here is the Spider-Man fandom at whenever Paul's name is mentioned. Are you ready?
A little graphic. A little graphic.
It's true, isn't it?
I'm more like that Batman clip. Why did you say that name?
No, that would belong to I Am Not Starfire.
Why did you say that name?
Thank
I
you,
was
Dad.
literally about to
JJheat.
tell you to roll the clip.
JD, you could not have timed that better because I was gonna play it anyway because Nick's requested it. Literally, as my mouse went onto the clip, you said that book. We could not have timed that better, dude. High five the camera, dude. High five. That was great. The story was so bad.
I mean, next he's gonna say like Kelly Sudaconic is a good writer.
I will never say that. I will never.
Oh,
say
I love how you
not a
actually
liar.
get angry.
But Nick, you see, if you don't like that comment, don't call on me on the stream.
God, I love you guys.
What do you think about Ultimate Spider-Man's arc with Black Cat? The new one or the old one? I thought it was kind of cool. Hot take: both Marvel and DC need a clean house. Everyone needs to go in the universe and use that. What Brit sent me is that this is Brit sent me an article from, I think it's like Comic Book Review or something like that, and they said that like the only way for DC to be able to compete with Marvel at this point is to fire their entire editorial staff and then just bring in new editors.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because people blame the writers for a lot of these really, really bad stories, which they do take some blame for it, but a lot of it is the editors coming to these writers saying, "Hey, Tom King, I want you to write a story about a PTSD place for superheroes. You're not going to assassinate Wally West, are you?" Any opinion on Ms. Marvel getting dead? That was horrible.
Synergy for the show and little to no impact.
But here's the thing:
Jared,
there were other ways.
Take the private jet.
1 second. There are other ways to make her a mutant. I rather
blood transfusion.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to.
What does this say, Nick? I don't understand this, Nick.
I'd rather Spidey arc Black. I'm not finishing that. Yep. I'm not finishing that.
It was Comic Revolution, and it was talking about they need to fire the entire editorial staff because it actually felt kind of funny.
Nix and JJheat get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read a portion of that article that Britt sent me because again, Britt is my bloodhound for finding dirt on DC. She is my bloodhound. She says. The article says obviously the Batman books did great. They're like the number 2 series. Superman is in the top 5, so okay, that's good. But the thing is, outside of Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, and obviously Batman and Superman, the other Justice League characters haven't been able to get an audience and to like sell. And the whole, speaking of things that failed badly, the whole replacing the Justice League with the Titans written by Tom Taylor is horrible, apparently.
And believe it or not, that wasn't even
the one book that is selling 4 times than every other book on the list combined.
What?
Dogman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But fun fact, the Titans wasn't even a part of 5G. The Titans' role or major story arc, if you're factoring 5G/Future State, was an apocalypse story with basically a DC's version of the Antichrist.
Did you say Future Fight?
I said Future State.
Okay. I was making sure. Another hot take. The last good Justice League one was Jeff Johns. I agree with that. Yep, 100%. Scott Snyder's was okay, but you could clearly tell it was just there to get the universe to death metal. So I agree with you on that. Justice League by Jeff Johns was incredible.
I say Grant Morrison's run in the 90s was pretty solid too. You can't take that.
Well, obviously, but remember, Atchison says the last good Justice League run, so it's including the Grant Morrison run is still good. Personally, for me, I would rather have okay. So in terms, so that's Scott's not. It was good, but you could tell he was basically building to
I got a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If we take MJ out of the equation, who do you think Peter is? Who would you ship Peter Parker with? MJ is out of the equation.
Black Cat.
MJ is out of the equation.
Black Cat.
Gwen Stacy. I pick Gwen Stacy.
But she's dead. You can't do that, Nick.
It's Spider-Gwen.
But she's significantly younger than Peter Parker. You can't do that. Don't be a Bruce.
She's the same age as Peter Parker.
Not in the is she? I don't think so.
She is in this universe that I'm writing for Marvel.
No, we're not, Nick. We're sticking with the universe that is there.
I woke up and chose violence today.
Nick, that's for you. So, who would you ship? So, when we're asked who would you ship Gwen Stacy with, Nick, JJheat replies with the Green Goblin.
Jared, can you solo me? I feel like I need to do a reenactment of my reading stream.
Nick actually almost threw up. I thought he was going to throw up when he.
I literally was dry heaving. Like I actually had to grab my bucket because I was dry. I was literally dry heaving.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, when I get to 500 subs, I'm going to read one more day. And I'm at 562. So if you want to see me read one more day, subscribe to my channel.
Sub to the Phoenix Press. His link is in the description.
Okay, which is worse? We might as well talk about it. Which is worse, Batcest or Sins Past?
Sins Past.
Roll the clip.
Actually, is it worse?
Did Batcest have an O face?
That's a good point. That's
very fair.
I can't dispute that point. I literally cannot dispute that point.
Like Batcest is bad, but at least it never showed the deed. Dear God.
Unless you're counting the Killing Joke movie version. I had to. You set me up perfectly.
At least that was.
No, they never showed it. It just panned upwards because Bruce Timm is not that ballsy. Read one moment in time next. Oh boy.
Do you want to kill me? Like, are you just trying to make me kill myself? Like, this God.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, to answer.
I mean, if we really wanted to commit a war crime, we'd make Nix read Avengers 200 live on air.
Yeah, you're doing that, Nix.
That's just.
I'll tell you what. I'll even host it on. Wait. I'll even host it on Comics League.
I will. I'm just really bad at planning things.
No, Nix. I'll host it on Comics League.
Hey, Nix. Don't you have a GoFundMe? Like, isn't there like if you reach a certain funding level, you will read Avengers 200 live on air?
I actually got rid of my GoFundMe, but I have a Ko-fi now.
All right. Well, I'm sure if you check out her Ko-fi, you know, if you want to read Avengers 200, you can get her to do it right then.
Everyone subscribe to that. Because again, I will provide the platform. I promise to provide the platform because it would be so entertaining.
Yeah.
So entertaining.
I got to be there for the fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this in the private chat and someone can post it to the comments.
All right.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead, because I'll put that in there. Subscribe for Nix, because here's the thing, that would be hilarious. If you thought Nick reading Sins Past was funny, this is God tier.
I'll even do voices.
Oh yes!
Oh my God!
And you know what's kind of interesting, Nix? I could have visuals up because I have Marvel Unlimited.
Oh boy.
This is going to be so good. I'm going to love this. This is going to be so much fun. Now, to be clear, I have taken it upon myself. I made a resolution. I have to pick a date. I am going to read the Batcest comic regardless of subscriber numbers.
Dude, you're going to get there. Also, I have a surprise planned for you when we start.
I'm sure you do. Contrary to popular belief, Super Sons was not that popular, surprisingly. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Jared, you remember how you've always wanted me to review Wheel of Time?
Really?
Well, there is a way. See
what I miss.
Nix has a
Nick has agreed to review Wheel of Time on his channel in front of everyone on the internet.
If I if I can reach a certain number of subscribers on my Patreon, I will do it.
I wonder what I should do for my 200 because I'm at 194 subscribers right now.
Either that or a set number of stuff. I will, if you pay a certain amount on Patreon, I will do it.
What should I do to celebrate 200?
You should review Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's 500, Nick.
Okay. Oh, Tevia, why you gotta be so mean?
Oh, Tevia, that is mean, dude. That is evil. That's almost like making Nick review the Bendis Justice League run.
Well,
I mean,
for 1,000 subscribers, actually, I'm gonna do the Star Wars teleplay, and I'm actually gonna bring a bunch of people together. We're gonna that's more of a celebration. I don't want to torture myself. That's actually we're gonna have some fun.
That's pretty egregious, but I think I could top it. You would have to review Megan Fitzmartin's Tim Drake Robin.
Tell you what.
The one where they retcon. Oh my gosh, Brown.
I'll make you a deal. Let's put something in for the 750 subscriber number. Because for 500 it's gonna be one more day. For 750, I will do a bad comic.
What should be a bad comic for 750? Because I want it to be something absolutely horrendously horrible. I want to see tears.
For 1,500,
cool.
And if I
Amazon
can
Crisis.
Oh,
Heroes in Crisis by Tom King.
Why do you hate me?
There's so many.
It's interesting, Nick, because you're also a fan of Wally West Flash. This won't turn out bad for you.
Oh my god.
Heck, you could even do. Oh my gosh, no, that's Tevia's.
Oh,
that's Tevia's.
What if and then no, actually for 900 subscribers, I am gonna review Dragon Ball Evolution. When I reach 901 subscribers, I will review Dragon Ball Evolution, and I'll be positive about it.
Captain Marvel's run with the awful art. Oh boy, and just any Captain Marvel comic, really. Yeah, the pig.
So when we get over 900 subs, I will do Dragon Ball Evolution.
For 1,000, you would have to.
No, and Nick, it gets worse. I'm gonna make it even worse for you. Even though this won't be April Fools, you have to positively review it.
If you get me to over 900 subs, I will do it.
Yeah. Okay, that's the plan.
And by the way, I mean over 900 as in 901.
What's my 1K punishment?
Actually, I think for 1K you should do a celebration.
All right. What's my?
What's
my 1,500 one? And he kills you to comic. Oh, Future's End. Oh, we don't talk about that, Tevia.
Killing Joke.
The movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
and you have to. Wait. Positive Bat says you're already doing that.
And Brown, yes. That's all.
I have actually. For 1,500, you have to watch the Teacher anime.
No, I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. Never doing that, Nick. Sorry.
What about for April Fools?
No, I'm never doing that.
Okay, it's clearly a lie, so let's look at it.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's pick a punishment for Taladia while he's not here. I'm such an a-hole.
Actually,
Taladia has to do the Bendis Superman run. Oh no, I got it. I'm getting my T's confused. Taladia has to review the Peter J. Tomasi Superman and Wonder Woman book.
Jared, for 1,500, at 1,500 subs, you have to play for at least a half an hour. Superman 64.
I don't have a Nintendo 64, Nick. I'm not buying it.
I will mail you one.
I'm not doing it, Nick. What about Gotham High? That exists? Oh, yeah. That book. Yeah.
That horrible graphic novel. Wait. I got it. I got it.
Nick, you have to do I Am Not Starfire.
1,500. I'll do it for 1,500.
1,500. You have to do I Am Not Starfire, dude. Actually, you know what? Can I swap one? Because I want to see him do that as soon as possible.
Fine, we'll do it for $7.50.
$7.50 is I am not Starfire.
And I will read it on air.
Yes! This is going to be so good. You thought One More Day was bad. Or
all right,
so you thought Didn't Pass was bad.
This is what I got. At 500, I'm doing One More Day. 750, I'm Starfire. Over 900, I am positively reviewing Dragon Ball Evolution, and 1,000, we're doing the Star Wars teleplay.
And Nick, you have to do the voice. You have to do the nerd voice. That awful Jessica Cruz graphic novel. That'll be mine because I love Jessica Cruz. So JHeat for your 500.
Jared.
What,
Jared? What is like your most hated Halo piece of media?
The Halo TV show season 1.
Okay. What's your open slot? You have to positively review Halo and do a 5-minute segment.
I mean, I could because there are some things about that show I like. So
Jared,
no, that's your April Fool's.
I'm not doing Jim Sheridan's Green Lantern. No,
Jared, that is your April Fool's. You have to review season 1. You have to comment. You have to make a case of why him removing the helmet was the best idea ever.
Oh, we're on Halo. Okay, I thought we were on Tim Sheridan Green.
That is.
Oh,
he's
walking away. We took it away. Somebody put this at 147.
All right. That is his April Fool's. It is decided.
And by the way, Tevia, I like Green Lantern, but beware my power. So that's just me. You guys suck. I have to defend the helmet.
Oh my god,
okay.
I love this.
Jared, I'll give you a chance to get back at me. What should my 200 be?
You have to do I Am Not Starfire.
Oh, okay. It's
positively review it. You have to act like you no. Then and you have to act like you are the biggest. You have to sound like an SJW. That's what I want you to sound. Do a Nick, because Nick's review of Captain Marvel was some of the finest piece of fake reviewing I have ever seen.
My stupid mom.
No, you can't do it now. You cannot do it now. You cannot do it now. Stop it.
Wait, actually,
and that
no. What if JHeat has to make a case of why Reva is a good character?
No one pays attention to.
Stop it, JHeat. I will leave you in timeout.
JHeat has to positively review Obi-Wan and make a case of why Reva is a good character.
Ooh.
Wasted potential.
Look at his face. What was that comic, Nick? What, with a Hulk ripped another female character's blouse? Wait, he did that?
Isn't there a comic where Vixen like came on to this lesbian girl in a limo or something?
That's for the Harley Quinn show. There's one where
the comic.
Yeah, it's a comic. They have comic tie-in. I got it. Wasn't there a comic?
Rick and Morty.
Wait, wasn't there a comic where the Hulk, where She-Hulk slept with Juggernaut?
I haven't paid attention to Marvel.
Except they tried to retcon it away by saying that was actually She-Hulk from another world. What, Nick?
JHeat. Okay, this is going to be my worst thing ever. You have to review Rick and Morty and make a case of why the incest baby was a good idea.
Teenage hormones. Morty has no self-control. He's a teenager. He's 14.
Stop it.
You're making this too easy.
I will keep you in timeout, sir, if you keep doing that. She's a good character because she can take a lightsaber stab through the torso. Yeah, exactly. JHeat has to review the entire sequel trilogy. You have to talk about. No, I got it. JHeat has to act like Thor: Love and Thunder is on the level of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Hey, Jared, let's. I want to do something. Let's imagine if Nyx was going to be here for April Fool's Day. What would we have her do? Just as like a mental exercise.
If, in other words, what would I make a Nyx positively review?
Yeah, because we usually do a book and a movie.
Okay, so obviously Avengers 200. I really want to rub that in. And what is something that Nyx hates that's a movie or Captain Marvel?
No.
Tell you what, here's my suggestion. For my 200, I have to positively review Velma.
No, actually,
No,
that's what Nyx is doing. That's what Nyx is doing.
Yep.
She has to positively review Velma.
I tried, Nyx. I tried.
Review Velma. See, here's the thing, Nyx. See, and Nick and I actually, before April Fool's, had the same thing. If you react to what we say that way, when you're like, no, that's the thing. Because actually,
JJheat is a master of this game.
I can tell the story. Hang on. So we were trying to find something for JJheat, and then it came to me. I just said Marvel, and then he was like, they were like, nope, that's it. We're doing it. You all have to twerk like She-Hulk. Dave, what the hell, dude?
I can't even twerk. So
Pause.
Yeah, like no. Like that's kind of degrading, honestly.
Pause.
The
Injustice movie wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. If anything, the characters act more consistently.
But okay, what's one?
I'm trying to think of like a really bad anime, like cringy anime for her to review. JJheat
SAO.
Is. Okay.
SAO.
SAO base is bad, but it's not like the worst thing ever. Abridged is obviously superior.
Superior in every way.
Oh, Identity Crisis, Dr. Light. Oh God. Defending Dr. Light or defending Major Force's actions toward Kyle Rayner's girlfriend. Oh, jeez.
No,
I don't want to get Gail Simone on my ass.
JJheat has to justify fridging. JJheat has to justify the concept of fridging.
You're gonna get JJheat canceled, Nick.
Simple. Endangering love.
Stop it. You're gonna do this later. You're gonna do this later. Stop doing it now.
It's okay.
You can't break me. You cannot break me. It can't be done.
I'll tell you what. I'm a huge new 52 fan. You know what? I'll live read for 1100. DCU Superman.
The Truth Saga?
The Truth Saga. I will read that on the show. I mean, it was a fridge and she looked hungry.
Oh, I know what Taladia has to review.
Oh boy.
The Watchmen HBO series positively.
But you know Alan Moore hates that.
Alan Moore hates everything.
I did that for New Direction versus Young Justice, so that would be redundant.
No, the HBO series, the season.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't care what Alan Moore hates. I don't respect him as a person.
Well, yeah, Alan Moore hates everything, so it's not read final. Oh my gosh, Tevi, you're gonna kill me, dude.
Considering what I know about Alan Moore and what he wrote, which absolutely defiles my childhood icons in a way that I will never be okay with.
Wait, which is a more controversial
writer? Wait, I know what Nick has to read.
Oh no, Brown's got something for you, JJheat.
American Alien.
The Ultimates. Wanda and Pietro.
Anime.
What?
Anime.
That's his thing.
No, the Ultimate Avengers. Wanda and Pietro.
No, he is.
I get it.
I'm just defending it, Nick. He just says anime.
Oh dear God.
That is excellent, dude. He's not wrong.
So
now, here's the thing. Here's another one that I'll do.
No. I want to explain this next real quick. In the comic, Wanda and Pietro are
still
in a very close relationship.
Wait,
I know.
They're brother and sister still.
Yeah.
And Wolverine walks in on them sleeping together.
Yeah, and he watches. It's really freaking weird.
Wolverine watch. I'm like, what?
And you have to positively review it.
No, she has to positive review Ultimatum.
Well, it's really good for their relationship. They're very close as siblings. You can say that much.
No, you have nice. You have to do Ultimatum.
Alabama.
Yeah. They're in the Alabama
Ultimatum.
multiverse.
I think
I know what I have to
one.
review.
What?
All right. I have to do.
I mean, you're already doing Halo.
Rebirth Superman.
It's not even that bad. Glorified
Yes,
fan service. Okay. Other than the glorified fan service of trying to meld.
No, actually, I got a better one. Superman and it's the Rebirth one that basically shows post-crisis Superman in the new 52 Earth where they establish that he's a coward.
No, I got one better for you.
Lois and Clark.
What's that? I think it's like a Dark Knight Metal book where it has like Wonder Bat in it, and they're in that like that really.
It was a
cool
tie-in, but I can't remember.
That's an evil multiverse that got blown up. I'm fine with that. Plus, Wonder Woman died in that universe. What about Convergence?
Where Batman becomes Ares? But
actually, you know what? Convergence is not actually a bad idea. David says, "Yeah, Real Superman isn't as bad. It's just not as good as New 52 Superman. It's not. It's terrible when you realize that the only reason for it to exist is to completely crap on the New 52." And Tevia, how about when Superman just sits on his ass all day when the Anti-Monitor invades? How about that? Go ahead, Nick.
This is what you have to do, and this is for Tevia. For April Fools. You have to make the case of why John Kent replacing Clark Kent is a good thing.
He never replaced
plus
him in
you have to
Rebirth,
defend
dude.
the age up.
Well, Tevia has to defend the age up. That's for sure. He definitely.
Okay, that's fair.
Remember when he did that for April Fools? Though I think he did that already.
No, the whole John
felt bad.
The whole John Kent as a character, all the stuff he does, by him protesting climate change is actually
that was just a cover, though. The best part about
I love seeing you watching you try to dodge it.
The best part about Tevia, by the way, is that when we had him do that, you know what was the breakout line? He was talking about it. He was he was like going on a rant, and all of a sudden he stops and he goes, "Are you high?" It was so good. It was the best thing ever. Oh, JJheat, you were there for that. Wasn't that priceless?
I think
I was falling out of my chair laughing.
I think mine came close because I had to defend Quest for Peace.
No, but I love Nick because he actually started to sound like an SJW, and then when he changed, his microphone peaked, and I couldn't hear a lot of what he was saying.
I know.
All of a sudden, it was like screaming and then quiet, screaming and then quiet.
I know what you have to play.
For April Fools.
I know what
for April Fools.
No.
Nick has to defend.
I know what you have to play. Jared, for 1,200 subs, you have to do an hour to 2 hour long video of you playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
I love Mass Effect Andromeda.
No.
Now, for April Fools, Jared, Nick. For April Fools, Nick,
I'm not the old guy here. Stop mistaking us.
You have to positively defend the Marvels. I'll go back to back.
Oh, we're going hashtag full circle on this one.
I mean, I gotta admit, like, the trailer is actually kind of interesting, and it has 2 out of the 3 characters I actually like. So,
and you have to talk about why that third character is the best character in the movie.
Wait, depends on who the third character.
My mother told me to
It's
never
Carol
say
Danvers.
a lie, though.
Carol Danvers, of course.
I mean, we all know that, like, the third character of Nick Fury is the best. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Diablo 4.
Man, I hate the Watchmen show. I've never watched it. I'm not doing it because I like the movie. The movie's accurate to the comic. They were very clear that they were going away from the source material. So I'm like, I don't want to watch. Oh boy.
It will be.
There is no Watchmen show. Yeah. Wait,
Civil War 2.
I did that last time. I was the only one that read their assigned comic. Except for Taladia. I think Taladia did his. I believe so. But yeah, I assigned them all the comic. Nick, I understood, but JJheat just straight up said no.
Hey, I have work and I'm wrapping up a master's degree. I really didn't have the time.
Well, now you do, so you have to read that. You have to read 2
I didn't say
now
it was
because you
finished.
missed that. No, but Nick, JJheat, by the time you get to the end, guess what? You have to do both. You have to do 2 bad books. You have to make up for last year, and then you have to do Marvel.
Okay, what's my second bad book?
We have to figure that out. But so let's see. What's another thing we can assign to torture Nyx?
Nyx?
Better not. You better not.
Scott Pilgrim takes off.
I actually don't mind it. It's good.
Oh no,
It's not
Masters of the Universe Revelation.
I was never that close with He-Man ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Secret. JJheat has to positively review Secret Empire.
I know what Nyx has to review. 1 second.
Simple. Captain America becomes a tyrant.
Stop it, Nick. It's JJheat. Stop it. You're not doing it now. You have to do it on the day.
Nyx, you're gonna have to get a DVD off of Amazon to review something.
No.
What?
Nyx, wanna?
Oh gosh.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
She has to positively review the Zelda cartoon, all 13 episodes, and she has to say, well, excuse me, princess, in the best way possible.
And then your other show, next, JJheat has graciously proposed you're going to positively review Velma and defend why Mindy Kaling's self-insert is a unique take.
Also, I've owned this for about 10 years.
Why do you own that?
I think I got this. Notice it's still sealed. It is still sealed, and it's been sealed
That's
for 10 years.
devotion, dude.
Devotion
to crap, but okay. Cue the Jeff Goldblum.
In my defense, it was like $10. I was like, whatever. And I've never actually opened it, so it's just it's shelf.
I've heard
whatever.
the Scott Pilgrim Netflix show is pretty decent on its own merit, but they shouldn't have lied to the fans. It was a bait and switch. Why sabotage themselves like that? Because Hollywood. That's why.
I feel like if I actually sit down and watch the show, I would probably be like, it's not bad. But that fake out, and then the way people why they did that, and why it's a good thing. It boils my blood.
So here's the thing. I tried to get through the first Scott Pilgrim movie like 3 times. It's probably because I'm not like that big on the source material. But Nick and I reviewed the actual comic. The movie is better than the comic.
I love the movie. The movie is one of my favorites, and I don't know.
It wasn't my. It just wasn't my thing.
I'm sure.
Wait, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this could be either one of you, Jared or Nick, but you have to defend the '90s Super Mario Brothers movie.
Nick, it has to be Nick.
Well, considering I actually like that movie, that's not that hard.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah!
It is a terrible Mario Brothers movie, but if it as just a movie,
you have to review it. You have to talk about why it's a faithful adaptation. You have to talk about why it's a faithful adaptation of Super Mario Brothers. You have to make me believe it's a faithful adaptation.
Are you saying I have to trust the fungus?
Yes, you do. You have to trust the fungus. Trust the fungus, my friend. So we're gonna wrap this up. We spent more time talking about Captain Planet. We spent
the environment, but with superpowers.
Yeah,
the power is yours.
Is yours.
You know what's hilarious? I had originally intended on talking about the Deadpool movie, but screw it, I'm just gonna end the stream because we talked about anime for so long, and I'm still getting over the mental scarring from some of the stuff that you showed, Nick. So let's wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Wait.
Nick,
JJheat has to positively review X-Men Origins Wolverine.
No.
Okay, Hugh Jackman is badass and studio interference.
Why do you have to be so good at this?
No, JJheat, you have to positively review the studio interference.
Simple. They want to make more money.
Oh, we got a super chat.
No, Mark and someone's a member for 4 months, but I thank you, David. Anime is goated. I didn't even know I could send these cool messages just now. Thank you, dude. That's the best. This was fun. Yeah, we should talk about anime more. I'm fine with that. If I get these numbers, I'm fine with that. And obviously, Nick, so when we talk about anime, you're always welcome. So, Nick, where can we find you and what we got coming on the channel?
All right. So tomorrow, on my channel, I will be continuing my quest to be the best there ever was. we'll be mowing down Erica, and then busting some Ghost in Pokemon Tower. Nyx will be joining along with my good friend Luxburg. Jared decided he wanted to have a life this week, so he won't be there. And then I got rewatch on Monday. We're doing Avatar. We're kind of wrapping that up, and we got Comics Watch next week. We'll be doing Soul of the Dragon.
So, and then Howard the Duck movie review.
That movie is not all it's cracked up to be.
It's really not. Don't you mean all it's quack up to be?
Nice. JJheat, where can one find you, and what have you
it
got
really
coming
fits
out?
the bill.
Almost as if it laid an egg at the box office.
JJheat, where can one find you, and what have you got coming on your channel?
Okay, you can find me at JJheat75.
Don't flip out on us. Don't flip her out on us.
Don't worry, it's okay.
The stream has gone for too long. Wrap it up.
You can find me at
been quite the
JJheat75.
excellent stream.
Go on.
You can find me at JJheat75 or JJheat Blaze on YouTube. Also, I'm starting a Mass Effect playthrough. I'm going to cover all 3 games, and as well. And
The question is, JJheat, how much time calibrating the cannons do you spend? That's a reference if you talk to Garrus enough.
But okay. I'm still
And
gonna
you
do
have
Sword
to use Ashley, the space racist.
Yep.
She has an arc. Go on.
Not if you let her die.
No, she actually does have an arc.
But not if she died in the first game. You let her die.
But
continue on.
Yes, Mass Effect Soul Tour is coming back. I decided to take a little break to start off Mass Effect, but the Soul Tour playthroughs are coming back. Stay tuned for New Direction verse content. Still with Green Arrow and Artemis. I'm planning those out. And I can't believe we haven't done this yet. New Direction Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm still astounded that we never did that. So, Nyx, where can one find you, and when can we expect you to come on the channel to read Avengers 200 with voices?
Well, you can find me at Bunny Girl Nyx on Twitter. That's my main profile. And as for Avengers 200, donate and you'll find out.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if I start sending you Avengers 200 panels now.
Mass Effect Andromeda is a spin-off title. You could ignore that game and nothing changes in the overall canon.
It's true.
And I like that. By the way, someone has to review Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
I'll do it.
That movie, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I need to watch that. I've never watched that. Anyway, here's a cool idea. Jared, Nick, JJheat, canon movie praise review.
Canon movie praise review. Are we talking about a specific project or IP?
What thing?
Please go into more detail.
Are we praising cannons and military hardware for 2 hours? Because if so, I'm down.
To quote a meme of Starship Troopers, the desire to know more intensifies.
The enemy cannot press the button if you disable his hand.
Yeah, I know. I love that. That's good. That's such a great movie.
Yeah.
So in terms of me, really while Brown clarifies, so for tomorrow for Comics League, we are discussing League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I'm gonna be on Robert Willing's channel at 4. Just hang out. And Super Wonder Legacy, Britt and I are talking about the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns universe. That's gonna be fun. And next week for movie night, we're getting together the lineup for February right now. But Sam Liu will be making a return to the channel. I can confirm that.
March is gonna be good.
Yeah. It's gonna be madness. No, not yet. Most movies of canon.
I mean, Canon Films, the studio? Like Canon
Please
Films,
clarify,
like
Brown Destroyer.
Okay. But
like that's the only thing I can think of, because there was like a Canon Films like in the 80s. Was RoboCop a
Is
canon
it
film?
Wait, is he
the
referring to the
canon group?
GCU like Sub-Zero, Mask of the Phantasm, Mystery of Batwoman, Return to the Joker?
The LGX movie is responsible for Alan Moore's intense hatred of adaptations, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because he was dragged through court and humiliated over a lawsuit from the film. Really?
Wow.
The more you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah,
I
and
still like the
2000s had a string of because you had the From Hell, which I know didn't like.
Nick, save that for tomorrow.
So he said Canon Studio, so I was right. He wanted like the studio Canon films. So that's.
Are you
so
talking about like RoboCop
right.
or something like that?
Oh, the studio Canon films, but I think RoboCop was.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll do RoboCop. Your move, creep. I'm down for that. So on that note, everyone, stay heroic and remember, there's a crap ton of anime. Lois Lane is Lois Lane. See you later.